Hi guys, this is Rock Tank here. Today I'm gonna do a guide on how to beat Eclipse 8 with Mercenary in Risk of Rain 2. Now I did this on Survivor of the Void because the two new DLC has a bit too much items, so I just play on Survivor of the Void to reduce um, the variables because it's gonna be really chaotic without those new items. But um, I think eventually I would did it, but let's just keep it simple. Okay. First off, I would like to um, dissect the, the kits. What the mercenary have first. Okay. So first of all, you got to know how to unlock mercenary. I think most of you already know about this, but I'm just gonna go over it again by doing the True Respite challenge, which is like you do a loop, like completing 5 stages, go to Sky Meadows, loop again by rotating the portals to go to stage 3, and you clear it, and you will see the portals, like the blue portals leading to a moment fractures, which is a hidden realm. And you can obliterate yourself, which unlocks mercenary. Anyways, okay, now we goes into his kit, which first of all we have cybernetic enhancement. Now it's just a fancy word to say double jump. It's that simple. Now double jump is incredible for mercenary, um, because you really wants to be mobile, but sometimes you can just fall to your death. And falling in like rainstorms or monsoon or any other mode is fine, but in Eclipse and especially in higher Eclipse, you will see that um, the fall damage is doubles and it can be fatal, so you can die from it. I think it's a modifier of Eclipse 4, so cybernetic enhancement definitely helps with that. When you fall down from a great height, and it can just save you. Next up, we got Wax Whale. This is taken from the wikis, Risk of Rain wiki.gg. You can go up there and read it by yourself. But I just use it to have a better way to represent what I'm trying to say. Anyways, Wax Square is good because it also benefits um, mercenary base jump and is secondary, or maybe third or fourth, thanks to Hopeful Feathers. I'm gonna go more in depth to what item fits mercenary later on. This is just the part 1 where we explain his ability first. And next up, the primary, his laser source. The most important thing here is that his primary works kind of like Huntress primary because you have agile. Agile is good because you can stay on the move while doing that. I think Accurate, who is also another melee characters, and Lotus also have agiles on their primary, I think. I'm not really sure. One of the best thing about it is the proc coefficient is 1.0, and some of you may already know what proc coefficient is. Some of you may have not know about it, so I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. It's basically the chance, like the modifier for the chance of your items proccing or activating its effects. Let's say something like an ATG missile. Now I don't really remember how much a percent to make an ATG missile comes out, but let's just pretend that it's 10%. Okay, so if the proc coefficient is 1.0, then it will be like that 10% will be multiplied by 1. And if the proc coefficient is like 2, then instead of 10 it's actually 20% to proc it. So you just take the numbers and multiply it. The proc coefficient is really good because it's the base stat. It's not reduced, so it's nice. If it has more than one, then it's amazing. But one is enough, generally. Um, so that's basically what proc coefficient is. And attack speed is also good for laser sword because you would be slicing enemies more, and you get to the third attack faster. You expose more people. You use the expose to proc even more, like reduce the cooldown for your ability. It's just really good. Check this out. Like expose, hitting exposed enemies reduce all skill cooldown by 1 second and deals more damage, 350%. Now it does say here that laser sword can do it, focus assault can do it, slicing wind can do it. While focus assault and slicing winds are unlockables alternative abilities, you don't really have to unlock them in order to take advantage of expose, thanks to the expose transfer text, which I'm gonna explain in a few minutes. Okay. Secondary whirlwind. Now this is where the fun begins. Some people said whirlwind is better. Some people said rising thunder is better. Now, if we look at the damage, the raw damage wise, then slicing wind, sorry, rising thunder, an unlockable alternative ability. I think it's unlocked by doing the Demons of the Sky challenge, which is staying in the air for 20 seconds at Mercenary, which is really easy. And I'll explain it, or maybe you can watch one of those guys on YouTube too. But this is a mercenary, like explaining his ability, not unlocking his ability video. So that just sticks to what it does. 550% damage is a lot. It's definitely more than twice 200, which is only 400%. But hear me out. Rising Thunder got more damage, but Whirlwind has mobility. Whirlwind can do a special technique. A special tech is trimping. Now, it's very similar to Demo Knight from Team Fortress 2, if you have played that game before. You basically trimp or use his second ability, Whirlwind, into a ramp or some kind of slopes, maybe like at a 45-degree angles. The sharper the better, but it's also pretty dangerous. Now the momentum that transfers you from one side to another, like horizontally, will transform into verticals and will send you upwards very fast. And I will show you with a following video, so don't worry. Perform the trimming in Legacy of the Void because I don't want to add more variables. Random stuff appearing, maybe new map don't have a ramp, you name it. So there we have it. I gotta set the quality down to like potato PC because my PC gonna explode, so sorry about that. Anyways, this guy's annoying. We do have our mouse too and a ramp. It's like about 45 degree, so I guess we can just trim it. And we goes to the air. And it is as simple as that. You can also trim like bigger ramp, but like you can really easily kill yourself if you like hit your head into a bump, or if the collision box works in a very strange way. So that's pretty much it. After this small clip, then it's gonna be me trying to explain how expose transfer works, so I'm gonna kill myself in the video game. Hi guys, This is Rock Tank. Time to start an Eclipse, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about when I say about Mercenary Momentum Transferring. Just disable Seekers of the Storm. I don't have talent like this yet. Let's start with the basic kit, and then we will move out to the alternative kit. I do have the Oni, the alternative skin, but you can also go with the default. There we go. So this is nice. Got a bullet and tri-tip. The important thing to do here is execute the 1, 2, 3 combo. 1, 2, 3, and that's basically it. Press it at the same time where the third hit comes out. 1, 2, 3, and you dash back. Now the shift ability, the utilities abilities, you can shoot, like, you can swing twice and then you shift, and it will not go out of cooldown, so you can do it constantly. Check this. 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you just keep chaining it like that. You only have to do it one time with Focus Assault. This is Blinding Assault, so you have to do it 3 times, but you can also choose to cancel it early. And you can also do it with Eviscerate. 1, 3. See that? That guy also get exposed. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just keep the rhythm on. 2, 3, 3. Sometimes you have to break the rhythm because there's too much enemies, and that's basically how you do it. Now on to Focus Assault. Rising Thunders and Slicing Wind. Now you can choose anything you like. Usually, I think the strongest loadout is Whirlwind, Focus, and Eviscerate. But you can go with anything you liked. This one is a more cooldown base. This one is more mobility base. So mix them up and well, pick what you want. Let's see if Rising Thunder can truly be exposed transfer. I don't use it much, so I don't know. Okay. Did you just... oh no. There's one. Oh, no, you cannot, huh? What? Gotta try it out. Oh, he's already dead. Is there a golem here? I don't think you can do it with slicing. Yeah, I don't think you can do it with slicing wind. See that? I put the expose on it and then I proc it too, but I'm gonna die if I'm going to be serious, but at least we got the demonstration purpose. Okay, now let's go for a real one. The thing about Slicing Wind is that you have to aim Slicing Wind, and it takes time to aim. And you will have to be focused on aiming it, and not on evading everything. Which, this is my favorite loadout. I think evasion is the most important skill when you're trying to do Eclipse. There we have our first victim. 1, 2. So you instantly proc it, and the ability goes up cooldown much faster. There we go. See? It procs the old expose and put on a new expose, which is a really strong thing to do with Focus Assault. It's just really good when you pull it off. These guys are very dangerous. Early game whiffs can really end your run. If it's a Beetle Queen, then I could show you how, like, if the boss of this map is Beetle Queen, then I can really show you how to do it and kill everyone on the screen. 3, 1, 3. Okay, just keep the rhythm on. Where's the teleport? Items. A ignition. We don't have any fire base items, unfortunately. We just started telling now. I think I can take. Oh, see that? I did hit her with the exposed prop, but it didn't register the hitbox, so I didn't go into eviscerate mode. 1, 2. This is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. There's so much enemy to prop expose on. So you just obliterate the entire screen. You can also put in some whirlwind to add even more damage. And I'm about to die. I got way too focused on trying to explain what I'm doing and not on basic stuff. I'm so about to die. I'm dead, I'm dead. At least we got the demonstration purpose on. Anyways, that's probably the end of this short videos. Anyways, back to the videos. Back to the explaining part. Now the proc coefficient is also by 2, while Rising Thunder only have 1, because like Whirlwind strike twice. So that's also another good point about Whirlwind. That is, it has more proc, which like later on in the game you would want more proc than just raw damage. But if you don't have immunity to 4 damage, thanks to head stompers or something like Transcendence, which practically reduce 4 damage to 1, because your HP is only 1 and the rest is your shield. So yeah, and that's how 4 damage works. It's a scale up your HP. Sometimes the physics engine of this game just bugs out, and you trim and you just die because you hit your head. Like the game thought that you hit your head on a rocks or hit your toenails on some rocks and you just die. So yeah, sometimes you die because the game mistaken you for falling down really fast, while in actuality you were just hitting a walls pretty fast. It's kind of janky, but you'll see what I mean. Just practice it. Practice makes perfect. But I mean, oh no. That's why Rising Thunder is better in a way, because Rising Thunder is kind of fixed. It's not as buggy as Whirlwind. You always just slice up, and that's it. It's really simple. But at the end of the day, I think Whirlwind does have its strong point, and Rising Thunder is also have its like places where it shines. So I would say that these two abilities are side grades. You can use whichever you want more. Now let's go to blinding assault and focus assault. The thing about blinding assault is that you can dash 3 times, dealing 300 damage each, which is nice. You can deal 3 times in total, which should be more damage with 900. But actually, focus assault is better. If he talks about damaging, like killing an entire zone full of enemies. Here's the stat. I guess you can just read it by yourself, but I'll go to the practical side of things first. Now here we have an example. Let's go with Exhibit 1. Okay. We got 4 stone golem, which is pretty beefy. It's gonna take a lot of time to kill them, and every one of our ability is good, but just slash them with primary is not gonna cut it, or just second ability. Even specials, which I'm going to get to in a minute, it's not gonna kill these 4 as fast as using the assault, the utility abilities. So imagine this: you use blinding assault, and you slash once, 2, and then 3. You deal damage, and that's it, right? But you can do it better if you use the exposed transfer tanks, which now I will be talking about. You can also do it with the secondary, but the exposed transfer is the best when you use it with the utility. How you do it is you swing twice with the laser source, and then at the 3rd hit, you do the 3rd hit at the same time you activate blinding assault or focus assault to transfer the expose from the 3rd strike of laser sword to these guys. So every time you do that tricks, all 4 of these guys are gonna be branded with the expose. You swing twice, and then you blitz past them. For the first time, they are branded with expose. You swing twice again, you go past them again, and then you swing twice another time, and the 3rd hit you activate it at the same time you activate blinding assault. So you just expose them 3 times, which is a lot of damage. Now, focus assault. This one is really strong. The thing about focus assault is it's at the end of it, it's like it blinds them first, it stuns them first, and then after like 1 second, it will deal 700 damage and then expose them. Now you can combine it with the expose transfer tanks, which means the first time you blitz through them, like you swing twice, 1, 2, and then you blitz through them with the 3rd attack. Now doing that will expose these 4 guys, and then after 1 second, the damage from focus assault kicks in, and then expose them again. So they're exposed for a 2nd time in a very short time frame, much faster than you do it with blinding assault. So that's the strong point about focus assault, that it can very quickly mow down a squad of high HP enemies. Now, here's where blinding assault is better. Exhibit 2. Imagine you're down here. This is the ground levels, and there's 3 whips, or maybe more. Blinding assault would be better for taking them down. Slice this guy, slide this guy, and then this guy. Focus Assault cannot do that. So that's the thing about it. But, however, if you move yourself to this side, and then you blitz across like this, it can hit all three of them. So you do need a bit of finesse because the hitbox is quite forgiving. So you can just barely touch them and it will also kill them. It does need skills though. If you're new to the game, I think Blinding Assault is easier to use. Probably. It still depends on user. I think I clear from Eclipse 1 to Eclipse 6 with Blinding Assault. And then I swap to Focus Assault to deal with things in Eclipse 7 and 8. And it really does help the damage department, like the damage over time, damage per second. Because Focus Assault just do that better. Unlock via Flash of Blade, which is just spams 20 ability in a second. Which should be easy with the Merc having so much, like his entire kit is geared about, I just optimize for spamming as much ability as possible in a short time frame. And now, Grand Finale specials, Eviscerate. Oh wait, I don't know if I have said this before, but you can also do the 1, 2, 3 tricks. The Expose Transfer trick with Whirlwind and Rising Thunder. It's just not as effective with these utilities because like utility have a very big dash, like a very long dash, while these two only have a very short range. So of course it's gonna be better when the area of effect is bigger. You can expose more guy with it. Now we go to the specials, okay? Some people say Slicing Wind is a straight upgrade. I don't think so. I think that they are equals. Maybe Eviscerate is a bit better, but that depends on playstyle. Now, Slicing Wind has to be unlocked with the hardest, I think the hardest achievement in the entire game, which is Ethereals. Complete a prismatic trial without having hits. Without getting hits, basically. I mean, without falling below 100% health. I think you can get more than 100% with shield items. I mean, barriers items, like Topat Brooch. But I'm not sure. If you guys struggles on this challenge, and go watch Cabbage. He's a really cool guy on YouTube, and he pretty much does this challenge every day. So you can just copy paste what he do in his challenge and unlock Slicing Wind that way. Anyways, back to our explanation of the skills. That's the how to unlock it part, which probably should be saved for another videos. Anyways, Eviscerate is good because it grants you mobilities. It's kind of like a second dash to the utility. And you also have iframe, which is short for invisibility frames. Let's talk about damage. Damage-wise, Slicing Wind deals more damage at the first glance, because like look at this, 8 times 100, while this is I think 7 times 110, which is only 770. But Eviscerate scales with attack speed, like with Soldier Syringe or the Warhorn. After you use a equipment and other stuff that also increase attack speed. The main points about Eviscerate is that it helps you move way faster, to loot the stage much faster. At the same time, dodging things like the explosion from the jellyfish boss, and it can save you from Mithric's Pizza Cutter attacks in its phase 3. And there's a lot of things you can do with Eviscerate, but most important of all is the 1, 2, 3 technique. the expo transfer. So you swing once, you swing twice, the second time, and the third strike, you also activate Eviscerate. And then you instantly do something like a follow up with a secondaries, with your whirlwind, and then you keep that chain going. You keep 1, 2, 3, Eviscerate, whirlwind, maybe throw in some focus or blinding assault. So you regenerate your skill much faster thanks to the expo technique. Now, Eviscerate do have synergy with items like Lysate cells, alien head, and other stuff. We'll reach that part later when I talk about synergy with items. Now let's go to Slicing Wind. Slicing Wind is good. You deal damage from afar, so you don't have to risk getting close and getting damaged by enemies. That's really good, but it does also have a downside, which is you are staying still in airborne, you're not moving. So it can be cancelled with animation cancelled. You can just throw down a Slicing Wind and then follow up with a focus assault to immediately get out there. Because this is a game about speed, like Mithrid said, speed is war. So you have to dodge around constantly to not get hit. Especially in Eclipse, where enemies attack much faster. So there's that. But the good thing about Slicing Wind is that it does apply expose. The last hit expose enemies. Which synergize really well with focus assault. You could just, like this guy, you can focus assault, you throw down Slicing Wind, and then you focus assault again, and then Slicing Wind again. It's really strong. Now let's take a third example. We have a beetle queen, and she's surrounded by a bunch of beetle guard, and the little beetle, the flying ones, like these guys, that she shoots out, that apply beetle juice, that debuff you, slows you down, reduce your damage, and attack speed, which is really bad. Now, Mercenary is a melee guy, so the first thing that you think of would probably be getting inside and slashing them, but that's really dangerous because you're in the middles of everyone, and then there's whips, there's the Murians, there's stone golems, everyone shooting at you. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna get hurt, and in Eclipse 8, your max HP gonna be reduced. It's just a really bad times. What I'm going to do here is usually line up a way to slash them all at the same time with focus assault and the exposed transfer tech. So you put exposed on all of them, basically. This guy got exposed, this guy, even the beetle queen. This is just an example which approximate the enemies. Usually this is how much they're gonna get focused on in one singular areas. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. And the cooldown is 8. So I think you know what I'm going with this. Using the exposed transfer text, you use the lingering hitbox of the third strike of laser sword to brand them with expose. And then when the expose tick from focus assault kicks in, it hurts them a second time and still applying expose, which fully regenerates focus assault. I think it's only 1 second, like it's 8 seconds, so you do have a 1 second buffer time in between, like 1 second cooldown, but that's still a lot. Like from 8 seconds, you bring it down to just 1 second. So you can use that 1 second to swing twice and then go again, swing twice, go again, and all of them just get mowed out instantly after like 10 seconds or so. You can also just throw in Slicing Winds and do some whirlwind nearby the beetle queen, just apply even more pressures and damage. It's just really good. And that's pretty much it on how to use Merc abilities. I'm sorry because I didn't do much of Slicing Wind. Like I did not use Slicing Wind at all in my attempts. I think it can be good when you use it long range when someone's really dangerous, like inside a void, like a void zone which have a lot of cool stuff inside. Like it's here and inside there's enemies and void cradles. You could just throw down like if Merc is here, and you can just throw in a slicing wind, kill all of them, pew pew pew, and pew 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 again. But yeah, I really don't want to remove the very good movement capability that Eviscerate gave me. Even though I'm gonna take some damage, I think it's worth it if you can go in, kill them fast enough, and then get the hell out. It's at the end of the day, it's a matter of preference. So I guess that's pretty much it for the part one of this video. I'll see you next time. If you like the videos, then feel free to like and subscribe if you want me to do more of these stuff.